Saturday night. Yeah, you're sitting in the comfort of your own home. I'm sitting in the comfort of my own home. Kyle Bradford is sitting in the comfort of the Alternative Comedy Theater's virtual tech booth. And we are going to have some greatness for you this evening. It's an improv comedy show, and this is a very special improv comedy show because we have cast members from the Alternative Comedy Theater, which is based in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That's in Texas. And some of these cast members have moved on, and we miss them very much. So we are bringing them back, and we are doing a show together in Zoom. I am looking down because I am trying to get the feed on my phone so that I can share it with my friends on Facebook real quick. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not finding it. So you know what? Who cares? Now I need a new phone. Okay, great. So it's an improv comedy show. We're making everything up as we go along, including this opening monologue. It's based on suggestions that we get from you guys. So Kyle, why don't you tell them how they can get suggestions to us? How do they do that?
Absolutely. So we will be gathering suggestions directly from the comments underneath this video. So feel free to pop along in the comments and say good job guys, or ha ha ha, or whatever you want. You guys can have a conversation in there. Anytime we ask for suggestions, I'll be checking that chat. Do know that there is a little bit of a delay between the video that you are seeing and the comments thread that we get to see. So we might be a little bit ahead of y'all. So we'll catch up as we do. But yeah, feel free to pop any suggestions into that comment box, and we'll be following along, grabbing them for the show when we need them. So thank you guys. Also, just a heads up, we're playing a little fun game tonight. At some point, I'm going to make John Rawley put a marshmallow in his mouth for every single new like that we have on the ACT page during the run of this show. So if you've got friends at home that are watching, or if you want to invite some friends to come invite them to like the ACT page, I'm going to, while John's monologuing, make him put marshmallows in his mouth. So if you want to see that, keep it up.
Can we start this? So we've already gotten some likes, Kyle?
I've got 4 so far. So why don't we go ahead and put 1 in your mouth, John, while you give him a little bit more of the spiel. Just 1 for now. John, why don't you tell them a little bit about how they might be able to buy a ticket and support the show?
Well, you know what, Kyle? There is a link on the event, and is it in the stream as well?
It's not in the stream, but if you go to our website, improvact.org, or to the event link, there is a link in there on how you can purchase tickets. Through PayPal, we are doing a pay what you can thing. We understand that it's difficult times and not everybody has money to spare, but if you're watching along, you're enjoying the show, and you want to help us out with a ticket, you can give us a dollar increment of $1, $5, $10, whatever feels right.
Yeah, and guys, if you buy a ticket, we want you to know that this is our only form of income for the theater right now. This and the online class that starts with Mr. Kyle Bradford teaching on Monday. So if you can, please donate. If you can't, hey, we completely and totally understand, and we're doing this for you guys. We want you guys to have a really good time. This is for Jack Pyland, by the way, because Jack said he wanted to just have a video of me eating marshmallows, and if that
he can
sounds
watch
weird,
whenever he wants. So to get us started, at some point in the show, we're going to need a lot of suggestions. So I'm going to go ahead and start grabbing them from you guys now. We've got about 20 people watching live right now, and that's great. Perfect to start getting some suggestions. So if you could give us some emotional states or some states of being. We'll be playing a game where we're going to throw these at our actors and make them put them on in the middle of a scene. So if you want to give us something like is slowly transforming into a werewolf, or is filled with existential dread, or whatever kind of emotional state you want to give us, start putting those in the comment thread now. I'm going to start writing them down while John says the next bit with another marshmallow in his mouth.
Okay. So, okay. I couldn't do it anymore.
Oh no.
Those were dissolving in my mouth. Okay. So, like I said, we have some performers who are coming in from all over the country. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce my cast. So when I say your name, please turn on your camera and your microphone and say hello to everyone. She is one of the founding members of the Alternative Comedy Theater. She's a very, very good friend of mine and Kyle's. She's been performing with me for a gazillion years. She is just an amazing human being. Everyone, please welcome to our virtual stage, Liz Robinson.
Hi, everyone. I miss you.
All right. Coming in from New York, New York. It is our very good friend. We miss her so much. We were so glad that she's here with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Kayla Freeman.
Hey.
All right. He is in Atlanta, Georgia. Sorry, anytime I try to do a Georgia accent, I just sound like Foghorn Leghorn, everyone. He is in Atlanta, Georgia. Please welcome to the stage our very good friend, Mr. Chandler Pennington.
Hey, what's up?
And finally, also in New York, actually Queens, New York, to be more specific, please welcome to the stage, Mr. Adam Hendley, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
All right. So this is our cast. This is so much fun for me. I haven't done a show with these guys in a long time. So very excited to have both coasts represented. We've got the East Coast, and then we have I consider the Gulf of Mexico a coast, right? Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'll
Close
take
enough.
it. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Kyle, how are we doing on those states of being for our game later on in the show?
I've got a whole note card filled up, so we are good to go. Just so you guys know, you've got a lot of screaming fans in the comment section that are screaming your names, screaming A, screaming Kayla, screaming Adam, my boy. We got Chandler in the chat. We got Liz in the chat. We got people screaming your names all over the place.
That is so cool. That is so cool. And guys, we really appreciate that, because we can't see you, we can't hear you. So leaving comments and likes in our in the feed is how we know you're watching. If you could also take a picture of you watching us and then share that on social media or text it to like Adam, Liz, Kayla, and Chandler. They would really appreciate knowing that you are sitting down and joining us right now. Wow, I cannot get that marshmallow taste out of my mouth. This is going to be a horrible
This was
show.
an ill-conceived bit.
I'm so mad at Jack Pyland right now for suggesting it, but I'm madder at myself. Dang it. Okay, are we ready for our first game, Kyle?
I believe that we are.
Okay, so we want to remind everyone that this is a PG-13 show. We know that everyone has been sheltering in place, and we have a global pandemic going on. We really don't want to have any of that kind of material in our show. We would like to stay away from that. I know everyone's like, darn, but what we do want to hear about are other things. And the first thing that we want to hear from you about is, what is your biggest pet peeve? So if you could start typing in the comment section for Kyle your pet peeves, we are going to play a game called Pet Peeve Rant. And how this game works is this: my four actors are going to be designated one of your pet peeves. Kyle is then going to mute all of them. You won't hear them, you will only see them, and they are all going to start ranting about your pet peeves. And then Kyle is going to unmute them one at a time, and we're going to hear little snippets about these pet peeves and this incredibly emotional word vomit monologues that are going to be coming at you. So are we getting some pet peeves in there, Kyle?
They've just now started rolling in, so give me a second.
Cool. Well, I'm going to give you a marshmallow.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. That happened.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start grabbing them now instead of trying to write these down and giving them to you later. Let's see. All right. So you guys go ahead and let me know which one you want. I will yell out the pet peeve. You guys raise your hand for who wants it. First on our list of pet peeves is men. Kayla Freeman's got that one. Next up is repeating yourself and getting interrupted. Liz has that one. Let's see. Uncomfortable lengths of eye contact. Chandler's got that one. And let's say, when people borrow your pen and lose the cap, for Adam. All right, why don't you guys go ahead and quickly repeat for everybody what your pet peeves are about?
Men.
Repeating myself and getting interrupted.
Long, uncomfortable eye contact.
When people borrow the pens and lose the caps.
Okay, Liz, could you repeat that again? I didn't hear that. Okay, good. You're on to me. Okay, good.
Men.
Kyle, go ahead and everybody, Kyle, and we will get them started. Here we go.
That a lesbian was granted the gift of this question, because honestly, part of the reason that I cannot stand it is like, men as a concept are fine, right? We need them for procreation. We need them, I guess, to run our government.
Back into my eyes. It's constant all day. I wear sunglasses. I put sunglasses on the statue. The statue is always making eye contact with me. I had a blind guy come into my office one day, and the blind guy said, "Why is that?"
I love my pen as much as I would love a family member. I wouldn't borrow someone's family member and return them broken, would I? No. So if you borrow my pen, you best be sure you're giving me my cap back.
I am not just being purposefully obtuse when I'm saying things to you. So when you somehow act like I am talking above your head and you're asking me to dumb it down, that's what I'm going to assume, that you want me to dumb it down for you if I'm going to say it again. You know what would make this easier? If you would listen to me the first time. I hate when I have to backtrack.
If we can look at some of our unheard of amounts of money, and like, look, gender's performative, absolutely accepting that and celebrating that, but men themselves as the stereotype of gender get to rule everything, and we're over here being expected to be in the kitchen and what, like, do whatever you want. You want me to rub your feet over there, Mr. President? Absolutely not. No thank you.
If there's no cap on it, I'll have this big ink stain in my pants if I forget to not put it in my pants. It's almost as bad as if you take the nubbin off of the little pen cap. Forget not returning it at all. If you return it without that nubbin, it's dead. It's dead. It's all gone. The world is ruined.
I'm tired of always having to wait on you. How about you step back for a second and you wait on me, because I have important things to say here, and I'm not going to say them twice because I'm moving on, and I'm going to leave you in the dust if you can't keep up. Okay?
Just always staring, saying, "I'm gonna kill you." Someday, somehow, this statue, the villain of my entire life, is gonna kill me.
How am I supposed to trust
I don't know how.
Everywhere. There's just hair all the time. I was just told that people like need beards so that they can hide their chins.
It's a waste of
And
your
if that's
time.
how in-depth men are going to like appear like they have chins, then I'm not really sure what we're standing here doing anymore.
I
You
don't have a
know,
good
like,
judge of
get
character.
me a razor that costs $1 if that's what we're gonna talk.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Wow, excuse me. Okay, that was bad. Marshmallows. Guys, great job.
You stuffing your face over there, John?
We're doing work out here,
Not
man.
even for anybody, John. He's just
That was that's for you, Jack. It's all for you, man. All right. I hope that brings not only joy to Jack, but to the rest of you out there.
Well, actually, John, Jack Pyland just joined the chat, so I don't think you saw any of that. So I'm going to have to ask you to do it again.
No. Let's eat a half a bag of marshmallows on camera. No.
He can go back and watch the video.
Yeah, I don't feel so good anymore, man. All right.
Are you ready to introduce the next game, John?
I'm trying to, yes. I'm very sticky right now. So for the next couple of games, these are going to be film related games that we're going to be playing with you guys. The first suggestion that we need from you guys is this. If you could type in a foreign language, please. So we're looking for some foreign languages. Kyle, are we getting some foreign languages in?
There's a delay, my man. So
I
no, we
know.
have not yet. They are still responding to the last scene.
Okay, good. I'm glad about that. Waiting on the foreign languages. Just gonna take a sip of water and wash the taste of marshmallows out of my mouth.
You could just keep
Oh.
eating the marshmallows. That's
All
entertaining.
right, this is going to be a film in Japanese.
A film in Japanese, outstanding. And while I set the scene up, I'm going to go ahead and set up for the next scene as well. It's also a film related one. Guys, if you could start coming up with film genres and include the title for the genre of film that we've never heard of before. So don't say like a horror movie called Jaws, say a horror movie called Marshmallow Face. Okay, so make up a horror movie for us, make up a mystery movie, a rom-com, whatever you want, but just give us a film genre and a brand new film title of a movie that we've never heard of before. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and set up a foreign film overdub because we don't like subtitles here. So here's what I need to do. I need to have Adam and Kayla turn off your microphones and leave your cameras on, please. Liz and Chandler, turn off your cameras and leave your microphones on, please. Excellent. Kyle and I are also going to turn off our cameras in just a moment when we get started. Adam and Kayla are going to perform a scene from a film. We're not going to be able to hear them, but they are going to be speaking in Japanese the entire time. Liz and Chandler are going to be doing the English overdubs for them. Liz will be doing the overdub for Kayla, and Chandler will provide the voice for Adam. So that's the setup for the scene. We're going to watch a foreign film in Japanese being translated into English. So Kyle and I are going to turn off our cameras right now, and we will watch a scene from this film. Thank you.
This is the Japanese film, the Japanese drama, Where's My Mother?
Hello. How are you today?
Well, I'm having some troubles today, actually.
Well, that's what I'm here for. Tell me all your troubles, please.
Oh, I couldn't share this with you.
Marie, listen, my job as your life coach is to help you through all of life's worries and doubts. And, didn't I help you last week when your cat broke down?
Jonathan, this is bigger than that. My mother is gone. I can't find her.
No, your mother is gone.
No, I can't find her. I have called. I've done everything. She's somewhere in space. I can't. Oh.
What? Your mother's in space? Well, listen, go to space then. I mean, I know if your mother would do anything to find you, even if you were in space. You know that, I know that.
Yes. But then, Jonathan, I would have to leave you and our life that we've built here. I can't do that, Jonathan.
I hadn't thought about that. But wait, I have an idea. I'll go with you to space. That would be it'd be like one of those romance movies I like so much.
Jonathan, you would do that for me? You would risk space for me?
I'm not doing it for you, Marie. I'm doing it for your mother.
And that's our scene. Thank you very much, everybody. Very, very, very good. Good. Actors, if you could turn your cameras off for us, please. So thank you very much. It's just me, Kyle, and a half a bag of marshmallows. All right. So we've got some movie genres and titles for our next game, correct, Kyle?
Yeah, I've got a ton of them ready and raring to go.
Woohoo! All right. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and get Chandler and Kayla to turn on your cameras and microphones for us, please. Chandler and Kayla. All right. So we're going to play a game called Oscar Winning Moment. We're going to be watching a snippet from an Oscar winning film that we've never heard of before. And we're going to see that clip of the film that this is the reason why they won an Oscar. So when they start performing the scene, I will call out the actor's name and say Oscar winning moment, and they will then turn up their emotional level to 11 and show us why they deserved that Oscar. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off my camera here. Kyle, go ahead and tell us what Oscar winning film we are going to be seeing.
We are going to be seeing a scene from the period piece, Eat Your Heart Out, Sandra.
All right, it's the Oscar-winning film, Eat Your Heart Out, Sandra. Take it away, guys.
Well, here we are in 1890s, the South.
Mm-hmm.
Sandra.
Yes, darling.
Sandra, listen to me, darling.
Mm-hmm.
Sandra, I'd like to discuss with you, well, you know.
Well, I'm not sure if that's entirely appropriate. Do I know?
Oh, Sandra, how cheeky.
Indeed, I've two of them.
Chandler, Oscar-winning moment. Chandler, Oscar-winning moment.
Now listen here, Sandra. It's all fun and games. You can be funny, you can be cheeky, but by God, I love you. I do. I love you so much, I'd eat your heart out, Sandra, I would. That's not a double entendre or anything. I would literally eat your heart if you asked me to, even though that'd be gross.
Kayla, Oscar-winning moment.
My darling, you know that the only way to save my life is, in fact, to eat my heart. And here you are, bended on one knee, telling me you would do this for me. I didn't think that I would live to see this moment. So here, do you have your scalpel?
And that's our scene, guys. That's our scene. All right. Chandler and Kayla, if you could go dark for us, please, and turn off your mics and cameras. And Liz and Adam, go ahead and turn on your mics and cameras for us, please. Kyle, what Oscar-winning film are we going to see a clip from now?
We're going to be seeing a clip from the coming-of-age comedy, Dude Bertie.
All right. Here we go. Take it away, guys.
I mean, thanks for meeting me after school, Ted.
Yeah, no problem, Lucy. Anytime. Whatever you say.
Ted, I just think it's so cool how you never turn in your homework. It's like you have no regard for your future.
Lucy, I'll tell you a little secret about that. I don't. None whatsoever. That's how you get the real level of cool that gets you through life. You know that?
I had no idea.
Liz, Oscar-winning moment.
I had no idea that this utter disdain for the way the whole system is set up to keep you on your path and the way that you were supposed to be as a functioning member of society. I didn't realize that throwing this aside was the way that I could be cool. Ted, I just want to be cool. Do you think I'm cool?
Adam, Oscar-winning moment.
Lucy, I'll tell you what. You know what makes you really cool? following your own path, living by your own rules, doing the things that the man can't keep you down in. That's what living's really about. If you want to go out and go to space, go to space. If you want to start an ice cream shop, do that. That's the coolest thing of all. That's my plan, man. That's my plan. And my father can't stop me. I'm telling you, my father has no control over my life. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore. That's right. All right. That's Oscar winning moment, everybody. All right, Liz, Adam, go ahead and turn off your cameras. And there's Kyle for us. Hello, sir. How we doing?
I'm back.
Yay. All right. So we're ready for a little ABC lecture here. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, if you could please give us a subject, a very difficult subject to talk about, not like something very nerdy.
Something really wonky, something really like specifically nerdy. Like if you've got a term from a job that you do that's like some weird acronym, or if you know some kind of weird pseudoscience or just some weird obscure word, that's what we're looking for.
Absolutely. Like, for example, if I was playing this game, you could say geometry, and I would be totally clueless as to what you were talking about. If
I was playing this game and you said baseball, I would have no idea what you were talking about.
Yes. And true story, Kyle actually said in a scene one time, I have to go to baseball rehearsal.
Yes.
And what's horrible is most of the people in the room were like theater people, and they thought that was acceptable. ABC lecture is coming up. So can I get Chandler and Liz to turn on their microphones and cameras for us, please? So Chandler and Liz are going to be giving a lecture to you, our audience, on a topic that we're going to get from you in just a moment. But it's called an ABC lecture because they're going to go back and forth talking with each other. And anytime it switches to the other person, that person has to start their sentence with the next letter of the alphabet. Okay. Anytime they mess up, I will not put a marshmallow in my mouth anymore. So what's funny is the dogs are coming to the door. They can smell the marshmallows and they're like sniffing at the door right now. It's terrible.
And you're crinkling the bag.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you can hear that. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I can.
It's very close to the...
I want a marshmallow now, John. You're crinkling the bag.
Do you have marshmallows in the virtual tech booth, Kyle?
I've got a bag somewhere, but I can't get up to get them.
Okay. Well, maybe after the show, a nice cup of cocoa with some marshmallows would be good for you. Okay.
We will see. All right. I've got a topic. What we need now from you guys, from the audience, is a letter to start with. So I'm going to grab the first letter you guys throw at us. But we will be giving an ABC lecture on the topic of Mixolydian mode.
Mixolydian mode?
Mixolydian mode, I believe. There's a Y in there. I immediately started to say Nickelodeon, but it's Mixolydian. Mixolydian mode. Do either of you know what that topic is?
Midichlorians?
Mixolydian mode. Great. So if you are unfamiliar, then that's perfect. We're going to be starting with the letter J.
The letter J. Here's ABC lecture. Take it away, guys.
Just so excited to be here at this semi-annual conference to talk to you about what it is to enter into a Mixolydian mode.
Catherine, yes, thank you. What an excellent start. Mixolydian mode, as we all know, I think Catherine says it best.
Last night I was thinking about how this state of mind makes it to where you can connect any concepts you can conceive and put them together.
My brain feels twice as big since discovering Mixolydian mode.
No one can get into Mixolydian mode without hours and hours of intense mental study.
Only people with hours and hours of intense mental study.
Please don't try this at home if you have not been a very dedicated student.
Quit it. If you haven't been a designated student, quit it.
Right now, my companion is going to share with you what it feels like when you get into M mode.
So imagine that your head was just dunked in a bucket of ice.
The coldest ice that you could imagine.
Under the ice, you look down and you see
very much everything you could think of on the color spectrum. Every color comes in. This is how you train your mind to pull up the colors that you need to make sure that you are highly functioning in your mode.
white, all the colors, every color.
Javier once tried to get into his Mixolydian mode before he was ready. You know what he saw? Fuchsia and sepia. Can you imagine being stuck in a world built off of fuchsia and sepia?
You don't want that. You don't want that. You want white, red, a little bit of blue, nice simple colors.
0 sepia when I get into the mode. My mode is full of bright blues and vibrant reds and the most buttercup yellows you could imagine.
Almost every time I go into M mode, I see my mom. She's still alive. She doesn't know what happened, so it's clearly hallucination. But
when you get to see her, you get to play out all of these pieces of your consciousness and say all the things that you wish you'd said.
Was dead, and I saw her and talked to her.
Don't underestimate the power of being able to visualize these conversations and these concepts that you think are too big for your brain to handle.
Eventually, we may even be able to use M mode to move things with our brains.
Forget every X-Men movie you've seen. It's trash compared to getting into M mode.
God is us in M mode.
Have you ever just laid around in your house and listened to music and gotten so far into it that you didn't know where you were anymore? And it's like the music is just vibrating in your head and you're zoning out, man. You're vibing like the kids say today. I mean, oh.
I have, Catherine, I have. Because
Just don't call us hippies.
Catherine, I hate it when people call us hippies.
All right. And that is ABC lecture when they talked about the Mixolydian mode, which of course is, I know.
I actually do know what it is, John. Let me explain.
I know it's, Kyle, please.
Mixolydian mode is an ancient Greek key signature.
It's a musical mode.
It starts with the letter G, and it kind of goes up on the whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step. I mean, John missed all of that because he was reading fucking
Simple. Simple.
Yeah, so that's Mixolydian mode.
Yeah. It's the shortly lived punk rock band that renamed itself Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
Anyway, wow. Well, thank you, whoever gave us Mixolydian mode. All right. So for this next game, what we need from you guys is this. We need you guys to ask our actors questions, and the questions that you need to ask them are things that you need help with. Okay. Because these are just really smart people. They're great. I've been friends with them for a long time, and I've asked them for advice, and they've given some wonderful advice to me throughout the years. So if you could start giving us real questions, don't try to be clever or cute or funny. Give us a real question. What's something you're needing some help with right now? And our group of actors are going to come on camera and they're going to give you some advice. So start typing those questions for us real quick here. And while we're waiting for some questions to come in, and Kyle's going to jot some notes down for us. I want to remind you that this is a free show that you're watching, and we do hope that you are enjoying it. If you would like to donate, you can go to the Alternative Comedy Theater's website, improvact.org, and we have in the show tab, there is a pay what you can function. If you can pay $1, $5, $10, we greatly appreciate it. This is our only source of revenue right now while we are sheltering in place. So that does help us out a great deal. If you are unable to, we completely and totally understand, like, enjoy. And we hope that you are enjoying. We are going to be back in your house next Thursday night. We've got a fun lineup next week. We have, we are going to be doing a high fantasy play where we're going to be in costumes and basically playing D&D in front of you. That's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're a Dungeons and Dragons fan, or you're a fan of role playing or Lord of the Rings, or you just have nothing better to do on a Thursday night, come and join us and watch us be silly. Friday night, Kyle, is it true? The rumors are true. Are we going to have a new episode of The Squiggles?
We are. One of our fan favorite shows from Are You Still Watching? The Squiggles, an improvised kids show a la The Wiggles or Yo Gabba Gabba, is going to be returning with a live show here on Facebook next Friday.
And then next Saturday, those 5 wacky guys, 2 of them are on your screen right now. The Victims. We're coming back. We're going to have a special guest with us telling you stories about their lives, and then we're going to tear their stories apart and make comedy mischief with it. So we got some questions coming in for our panel, Kyle.
I've got about 5 lined up, ready to go.
Outstanding. Well, can I get Adam, Kayla, and Liz to turn on their cameras and their microphones, please? Outstanding. And welcome everybody. So here's the deal. These 3 people are going to answer your questions. This game, by the way, is called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, because Adam is going to give you good advice. Kayla is going to give you bad advice. And Liz, she's just going to be ugly. So I'm going to go dark here and turn it over to Kyle, who's going to ask questions from our audience, give them to our panelists here, and take it away, guys.
All right. Thank you so much, all of you audience members who gave us some suggestions. This first one comes from our audience member, Marissa B. Marissa asks, how can I scribbled this furiously while trying to take notes. How can I change my at-home workouts?
That's a great question, Marissa. Thankfully, nowadays, we have a bunch of online resources that are available. If you go onto YouTube and just search for that, you can find 5 different channels alone that will have free workout guides. Plus, each one of those channels always links to their own channels to work for other workouts. I recommend that highly. It has been great for my own personal needs and mixing up my routine and getting new muscle groups worked out that I didn't think would happen.
Thank you, Adam. Kayla.
Don't, don't work out at home. Ultimately, it's a waste of time. What's not a waste of time is the Great British Baking Show. If you've seen that you can learn to bake. And then when you bake, you'll achieve the body and happiness you desire, which is baked good, achieved body and happiness. So, yeah.
Great. Thank you, Kayla. Liz?
I kind of agree with Kayla. Don't work out. A bunch of retailers are going to have a lot of clothing sales. Just buy new clothes.
Fair enough. All right. For our next question, this audience member's cat keeps scratching them every time they pass by it. How do we get that cat to stop? This one comes from Alexis CF. Adam, could you go ahead and answer that one for us?
Well, Alexis, I have a lot of experience with pets and science, and the thing I found that worked the best is the Pavlovian effect. If you don't know what that means, that basically means reward based on behavior. So whenever you find that your cat is doing something good, reward that behavior. They will learn that that's an instinct they need to keep up. And when they don't get rewarded for their bad behavior, you'll see that some of that starts to fade away. And eventually your cat will be nice and wholesome.
Thank you, Adam. Kayla.
All right, Alexis, was it?
Mhm.
Alexis, look at me in the eyes here. I'm gonna shoot it to you straight. Get rid of the cat because ultimately a cat is a worthless venture. Get yourself a useful animal like a T-Rex or a bat to ward off attackers. Dump the cat.
All right. Thank you, Kayla. How about Liz?
I mean, I didn't get chicken in my last 3 Walmart deliveries. So
Okay. Thank you very much, Liz. Our next question comes from audience member Heather D. Heather D asks, what should she cook for dinner?
Heather, I love this question. Now is a great time to always look inside yourself and see what desires you most want for food and appetite. As you grow older in life, you'll find that your palate enriches. I recommend, if you are not vegetarian, if you have a diet of meat, looking into a new type of meat, say like veal, if you've never had veal before. If you are vegetarian, maybe work on different ways of preparing a vegetable broth, something with seasonings that has a new, exciting taste on the palate.
All right. Kayla.
Domino's next.
All right, Liz.
I mean, just don't eat. That way you don't have to download the workouts, but you don't have to buy new clothes afterwards.
And there we have it. All right. This next question comes from audience member Chelsea H. Chelsea asks, how do I make my husband quit responding yeet to every question I ask him?
Chelsea, in a very polite and straightforward way, you need to sit down and talk with him. Communication is key, and one-on-one direct eye contact will help you get your message across. Kindly explain to him that these statements, while not harmful, do make you a little uncomfortable. Having that conversation will lead you to success in your relationship.
All right, Kayla.
Yeah, when I think of yeet, I think of a sound like yeet, yeet. And when I think of this, I think of like a fly swatter, right? So you get a fly swatter every time your husband says that dumbass thing, you slap him across the face with it.
All right, and Liz.
Yeah, in addition to retailers having sales after this, divorce attorneys will also be having sales.
All right, thank you very much. We've got one final question. This one comes to us from audience member Rob F. How do I cut my own hair?
Rob, I love this question. Thank you for bringing this important topic up. The first thing you'll need is 2 mirrors. If you don't happen to have 2 mirrors, I would suggest 1 mirror and a phone. Keep one in one hand and the mirror in front of you. That way you can see all angles of your head at one time. This will make it easier when either you're cutting with scissors or clippers to see exactly what you're doing. It will lead for a much more even hair spread.
Thank you for that actually good advice. Kayla.
I don't know if you can see that, man, but his hair is professionally styled. I mean, look at that dome. There's no way he knows what he's talking about. I, on the other hand, have countless encounters with cutting my own hair. And what I've found works best is instead of using scissors, because they're usually dull, or like you use them for chicken and that's cross-contamination, you just get a little lighter. You take a little bit right here. You can see the end of mine, and you just, and then when it's done, you dunk it in the water.
All right, thank you, Kayla. And Liz.
Shave it.
All right, and that's been the good, the bad, and the ugly.
All right. And please remember, folks, especially on that last question, it's just entertainment. Please don't listen to Kayla Freeman.
Oh, I'm sorry. Audience member Alexis CF has already started their oven.
Okay.
We should have maybe gave that disclaimer before the game began.
Well, oops.
My problem.
So the Middleodian scale. All right, guys.
Mixolydian mode.
Middleodian. We have one final game that we are going to play for you guys tonight. It's we're going to see some love connections happening tonight. We're going to see romance in the air.
Love is in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely.
It's springtime, and yeah, all those things, they're happening. So we're going to do some online dating. Now, Adam, turn on your camera and microphone for us, please.
Hi there.
Adam is going to go on a series of dates. And do you remember those fantastic suggestions, those emotions and states of being that you gave Kyle earlier in the show? Well, we're going to bring those back, and we're going to incorporate them into this scene. So basically, Adam is going to go on some dates from hell for your own enjoyment. So Kyle and I are going to turn our cameras off, and we're going to ask one actor to come on at a time, and he or she will be going on an online virtual date with my good friend Adam Henley. All right. So I'm going to say goodbye. All right, but it's time to say hello to your first date of the night. Adam, say hi to Kayla.
Oh, hi,
All
Kayla.
right, Kayla, and your state of being, I believe, was supposed to be bloated, but it was spelled blotted. So take that as you will.
Hi, Kayla. Thanks for meeting me tonight.
Hi. Thanks so much. Nice to meet you, Adam.
Oh, that's great. Thank you for coming out and visiting me. I have some questions for you, if that's okay, just to get to know you a little bit better.
Shoot away.
So, what is your favorite type of food? I mean, we're gonna have a date, so food's a must. So I must know what you need to eat.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Adam. Like, food has betrayed me in the past. So I think that should probably be something that we explore together, and maybe return later to our separate houses and bathrooms.
So you eat in your bathroom, is what you say. That's cool. Love
Yeah,
that.
it's efficient.
Cool. I usually use my dining table, but I appreciate that honesty. Appreciation is key in events like that.
Kayla, you are now slowly loving life more with each breath.
I have another question for you. So,
Yeah.
say if you came to pick me up for a prom, and you met my dad at the door, and he was one of those rougher dads. How would you handle that situation?
I love Dad. Not like, well, I think that if he was a bit rougher around the edges, I would just take him outside, and if it's prom, it's probably night. So like, we would look at the stars, and I would bring you out, and if your mom's there, or your pets, or whatever beautiful things you have, we would just like go out together and look at the shining night stars and like quote Beatles songs to each other.
Oh, so my whole family would be on our first date. That's cool. You know what? I love someone with a sense of family. I really do appreciate that. At
Kayla,
least-
you are now slowly shrinking into a slug.
Now, here's my next question, though. I'll put up another scenario. So, say we're on a roller coaster, and it's a little bit scarier than I thought, and you could see me getting nervous. How would you respond to that?
Well, that's a great question. I think if I saw you getting nervous or like slowly sinking into yourself, I'd probably just reach out a hand and tell you that everything's gonna be okay.
All
Okay.
right, Kayla, thank you for meeting with Adam. That's right. Your time is up. Adam, say goodbye to Kayla. Say
Bye,
goodbye
Kayla.
to Kayla. And please welcome your next date. It's Chandler.
Chandler, you are terrified.
Hi, Chandler.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
I love that stutter. Gotta love.
What? What stutter?
Maybe that's a touchy subject. I'm sorry. You have nice eyes. I love that about you.
Stop looking at my eyes so much,
Oh,
please.
okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you a little uncomfortable there. It's fine. So what would be your number one date if I had to ask? If you could treat me any way you wanted, what would you do for me?
I have this really nice panic room. It's got
Okay.
really good carpet, and it's got wine.
Are you okay over there, Chandler? Are you nervous about it?
Why? Why are you asking?
Oh, you just seemed a little
What do you know?
Nothing, just what you tell me. I mean, it's our first date after all.
Chandler, your ear is glued to your shoulder.
Chandler, I gotta ask, are you a pets person?
What? Oh, sorry. Let me.
Oh,
What?
I said if you're a pets person, what kind of pet would you own?
Oh, I'd probably have a parrot to balance out my shoulder situation.
I like that bicep. You look really strong, Chandler. I really appreciate
Thanks. I can't work it out, but thank you.
That could be a problem because I do like fitness and I would like someone to be active with. Could you be active, like an active partner, like rock climbing or something?
Oh, yeah, I could probably swing that.
Chandler, you are now a sad drunk.
Oh, Chandler, you have this great energy about you. I mean, do you get it from your childhood? Was there any moment in your past that you loved about yourself? Tell me about you as a kid.
Listen. Kid Chandler was just this little ball of joy, right?
Aw.
Kid Chandler would go on walks. Kid Chandler had a dog. Adult Chandler goes on jogs sometimes, and he has a cat. So you tell me. See what I'm saying?
Well, I guess that all depends on your perspective of things, right?
My perspective right now is 4 whiskeys and a bad hair day. You know what I mean?
Oh,
All right. Thanks, Chandler. Thank you so
Welcome.
much. So nice meeting you. All right, Adam, say hi to your final date of the night. Please welcome Liz.
Liz, you are overly excited by compliments.
now, hi, Liz. It's great to see you tonight. Thanks for coming out.
You are so nice. Oh my gosh. You're so excited to be here with me. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else right now,
Nowhere else? Like you wouldn't take a trip to Hawaii over me? That's amazing.
Oh, maybe you could come with or something. We could do both.
You would take me to Hawaii with you? Oh my God.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, like if the dates go well and we kept this up and we had like good repertoire, I think it could definitely be a possibility,
Oh, so you love traveling?
Yeah, I would love to go like to France or Ireland or somewhere like that. Where would you like to go?
Oh, anywhere with you. I'm not kidding.
Liz, we have a smartass audience member. You are now the state of Mississippi.
Well, as long as we're doing stuff together, then I guess that's great, right?
Well, that's fine. I'm pretty easy going. I figure you just load me on up there in your truck and take me down on the DQ, and I'm pretty relaxed.
See, I don't have a truck. I'm sorry. I live a little bit.
You got a truck? What do you hang your flags on?
I have an electric car. It's a little bit more fuel
You got a car that runs on electricity?
Yeah.
My house just got electricity last week.
Well, that's awesome. So does mine. you seem a little bit on edge about things right now. Or is everything?
Oh, I don't trust nobody. I don't trust the institution.
Okay, well that's not me. I promise. I'm just little old me, just a little person. But hey, what do you like to do for fun then? Maybe we could do something together.
Liz, you are now a scrambling octopus.
Hi there. You know, I kind of like some personal space. You just maybe just back it up a little bit. Well, you don't have to just go into a corner. Okay, so I can't see you. You just kind of disappeared. You're the same color as your chair or something. But all right. Well, can you answer any questions right now for me? Anything at all that might?
What do you want to know? What do you want to know?
Oh, okay. If you had a favorite color, what would it be?
Black.
Why and why? And I would love to know why.
The depths of the ocean.
Oh, that's true. Oh, I see. So you're a water sign. I love that about you. I love rain myself. A nice date on the rain sounds fun.
And that's the end of our scene, guys. And that is the end of our show. Thank you so much for joining us. Actors, turn your cameras and microphones back on. Sorry, I had a hot mic, and you guys really made me laugh at that last little bit there. So that weird cackle was me, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Big round of applause for Adam. Big round of applause for Liz. Big round of applause for Chandler. And a big round of applause for Kayla. Oh, and give me and Kyle a big round of applause too while you're at it. We've been your hosts. We've had a really, really, really good time. Please come back. Like the Alternative Comedy Theater on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you so much. Everyone have a fantastic evening. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you.